It's 4:30, and this is WLOX First Alert Weather with Wesley Williams.
We're waking up to a warmer Wednesday. Temperatures this morning are much higher than they were yesterday morning, finding many 60s on the map across the board. And as we turn milder for midweek, we are setting the stage for a rain system and a cold front to move in tomorrow. We'll break down the latest details coming up in my forecast on Good Morning Mississippi.
Live from the WLOX News Now studio, this is Good Morning Mississippi.
Well, good morning, Mississippi. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for starting your day with us. Coming up in the first half hour of Good Morning Mississippi, an investigation underway in a suspicious death in St. Martin over there in Jackson County. Plus, one school district is searching for a new superintendent. And more severe weather is soaking the West Coast. We will have those stories, but first, we're learning more this morning about those classified records recently discovered at a private office once used by President Biden. The documents date back to his time as vice president in the Obama White House. And now Biden himself is breaking his silence about the discovery. ABC's Justin Finch is following the latest from Washington.
Families in mourning after 2 young lives were taken. Now police are questioning a 25-year-old suspect about their shooting deaths.
Plus, we're learning more about the endangered whale found dead in Pass Christian, what researchers think happened. Straight ahead.
There is a potential for rain in South Mississippi over the next 3 days, but that will be primarily the day after tomorrow. The latest details in just minutes.
Live from the WLOX News Now studio, this is Good Morning Mississippi.
Developing this morning, investigators are searching for answers after a 9-year-old boy and a 1-year-old girl were shot and killed in Coahoma County.
25-year-old Marquez Griffin is charged in their death. This is a new look at his mugshot. Police say they rushed to the scene at an apartment complex yesterday, but both children died before they could make it to the hospital.
The Biden administration under new pressure after classified documents were found in a private office. More on the response from Washington this morning.
Plus, severe weather hitting California. The storm turns deadly. A look at those conditions straight ahead.
And today is starting off on the cold side. We are expecting to see beautiful, mostly sunny skies. I've got when you can expect raindrops coming up in my forecast.
You're watching Good Morning Mississippi.
This morning, the Justice Department is reviewing classified documents found at an office once used by President Joe Biden. The records are from his time as vice president.
An attorney has been tasked with determining what is in the documents and how they arrived at the Penn Biden Center, which is a foreign policy research institute set up after Biden left the vice presidency.
Coming up on midday, officials in Jackson County looking for a woman for questioning after a dead body is found in a hotel room. And Keesler's famed hurricane hunters take on a different type of mission out west.
Live from the WLOX News Now studio, midday starts now.
A death investigation in Jackson County has deputies asking for your help. The Jackson County Sheriff's Department is looking for this woman, Mary Ann Slaughter, for questioning after a man was found dead inside the Red Roof Inn on Cook Road. Authorities believe the man died from a drug overdose, but they're calling the death suspicious. According to the Sheriff's Department, the man's truck was stolen along with most of his belongings. The truck is a silver 2017 GMC Sierra. Anyone with information on Slaughter's whereabouts or the victim's missing truck is urged to contact the Jackson County Sheriff's Department or Mississippi Coast Crime Stoppers.
Live from the WLOX News Now studio, this is the 4 o'clock show.
Hello and welcome to the 4 o'clock show. I'm Karen Abernathy.
And I'm Dave Elliott. Thanks for joining us. As we come on the air this afternoon, a death investigation underway in Jackson County, and it continues to have deputies asking for your help. Take a look at your screen. The sheriff's office is looking for this woman, Mary Ann Slaughter. Slaughter is wanted for questioning after Cody O'Neill was found dead inside a St. Martin hotel room yesterday. Authorities believe the man died from a drug overdose, but they're calling the death suspicious.
Now, according to the Sheriff's Department, O'Neill's truck you see right here was stolen from the hotel parking lot along with many of his belongings. The truck is a silver 2017 GMC Sierra. Anyone with information on Slaughter's whereabouts or the victim's missing truck is urged to contact the Jackson County Sheriff's Department or Crime Stoppers. Lottery fever is rising along with the Mega Millions jackpot. How the Gulf Coast is responding.
And we take a look at what had fire crews setting some of our South Mississippi wilderness ablaze.
This is WLOX News Now at 5. Your news for South Mississippi starts now.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. After tonight, one of you could end up $1 billion richer.
That's right, Karen. The Mega Millions jackpot just continues to grow, but that could all end tonight. Jacoby Rivers joins us live. The excitement being felt on the coast.
That's right, Dave. Karen, the excitement here in South Mississippi, they are definitely feeling that lottery fever, and that's all because no one was lucky enough to win the estimated $940 million jackpot drawing this past Friday. And because of that, the Mega Million jackpot is now $1.1 billion for tonight's drawing. I'll say that again, $1.1 billion.
You're watching the news for South Mississippi. This is WLOX News Now at 5.
Sponsored exclusively in high definition by Maloney Lyons, attorneys at law. Personal help for personal injuries.
Well, the importance of CPR training is being highlighted during this week following the injury of NFL player Damar Hamlin. Today, WLOX hosted a CPR training class for employees right here at the TV station. American Red Cross instructor Madeline Brown says you never know when CPR might be needed to save a life.
I think only 10% of people out of 100 survive if it doesn't happen at a hospital. So training and AEDs are definitely a lifesaver.
Preparing now in case disaster strikes, a local school's plan to keep athletes safe.
Plus Mega Millions mania, the coast hopes for tonight's $1 billion jackpot.
And police need your help to investigate a suspicious death in St. Martin. Your WLOX News Now at 6 starts right now.
This is WLOX News Now at 6. Your news for South Mississippi starts now.
Good evening. We begin tonight with breaking news. We've just confirmed John Stricker is on the way out as superintendent of the Jackson County School District.
The school board decided they will not renew Stricker's contract. Stricker's been superintendent in the district for 3 years now. The school board meeting took several hours, wrapping up sometime around midnight. In a statement to WLOX just in the last hour, Stricker said, quote, "I plan to continue working hard through the term of my contract. That contract goes through June 30th.
You're watching the news for South Mississippi. This is WLOX News Now at 6.
Sponsored exclusively in high definition by Chevron, the human energy company.
Nothing's stopping retired teachers from changing their minds and eventually coming back to a school setting, but they're limited on how they can return.
Yeah, a new proposal at the state capitol could bring them back without jeopardizing their retirement benefits. Courtney Ann Jackson explains. Is the time, plus important skills that could help you save a life. It's all right now on your WLOX News Now at 10.
This is WLOX News Now at 10. Your news for South Mississippi starts now.
Breaking tonight, an update on that suspicious death in St. Martin. Police telling us more about a suspect wanted for questioning. Take a look at this new picture. Mary Ann Slaughter, also known as Mary Saldana. She's accused of stealing a truck and she's wanted for questioning in connection to Cody O'Neill's death.
You're watching the news for South Mississippi. This is WLOX News Now at 10.
caught on camera. Take a look at this. Thieves crash through the front of a business while employees are inside trying to steal the ATM.
Yeah, incredible to see that crash. And this is just the latest incident during an epidemic of car break-ins across New Orleans. As Natasha Robin explains, one city council member is asking the mayor to treat the crime problem as a city emergency.